Oh my god.
It was before.
Oh my god. The second time you did that to me in a row. We're live. Hi, everybody. Oh my god. Give me a second. I don't want to keep you waiting. All right, let me say hi to everybody. Okay. Julie, hi. Sheila, Roxanne. Oh, and Roxanne, thank you for like the $10 super chat you left overnight. That was a nice surprise to wake up to. Linda S, Barbie, Wendy, MW. It's my birthday on Sunday. Well, happy birthday almost on Sunday. For Ruby Tuesdays, I'd say have a happy birthday from the Ruby's crew. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. But then I started singing Roll Up the Barrel and just went haywire. Franca, hello, Susie Q, MTT, Ellie. It's me, Callie Christine. Roro, Ruth Ann. Let me open up the chat. Sometimes I'm in the mood to keep it just members only, and then sometimes I'm in the mood. Hold on, let me switch this around. So 2 weeks. Save. Okay. So I opened up the chat. Hello, Sly. What's happening? Okay, so tonight we're gonna be talking about episodes 2 and 3 of House of Villains. I have some tea I can share with y'all. The show's really great. I have to say, I'm like really impressed with it this season. Last season was kind of like, wow. Hey, Anna. But this season, I don't know. I guess it's because I know more of the people. I seem to be appreciating it more. So let's get into it. I'll start my little banner, my intro. Nope, that's the wrong button. Let me see here.
And Norbert, if you ever see her again, if you ever talk to her again, if you ever so much as think about the bitch again, this is what's gonna happen to her. How you doing?
Look at videos that I don't have that I don't play all that much. Where is it? Okay. Thank you, Karen. I hope that we made your car ride fun. Were you listening to last night? Oh, and by the way, if you do want to become a member, hit the join button next to the subscribe button. Don't do it from anything Apple related because they're going to double charge you. Also, the podcast that I did with Sarah Fraser just dropped today. There's some clips that on my Instagram, which was a really fun interview. I really enjoyed it. So you could check that out on Sarah Fraser's podcast and go to her channel and click the link and it'll bring you right to it. What else do I have that I just did? I think that's about it. Hey, Shayna Shauna. All right, so let's begin. So episode 2 of House of Villains was amazing. Basically, we're gonna do 2 and 3, and then we're gonna be caught up. First off, Janice Dickinson walks in the house, and I was like, "Oh, Janice," but
I'm surprised she didn't have a knife with her.
she was first off, "Hey, Wicked." She was looking like a little Caitlyn Jenner-esque. Like, did anybody else get that vibe? Because Cody's like, "Is that Caitlyn?" I'm like, "It sure looks like her," and she didn't know even with her earpiece what production was feeding her. But it was nice to see Janice again in some type of element. And what the 3 people voted, up for elimination, which was Larsa, Victoria, and Candy, they had to walk Hollywood Boulevard and get signatures. So, and whoever won the most signatures won the challenge, and they were exempt from elimination. So I already knew that Larissa. Oh, thank you, Barbie. This was the link if you want to check out me and Sarah. That was the link to I believe that's Sarah's YouTube. So it was taped, and there was audio. Uh-huh. But yeah, but Janice was looking like very Caitlyn-esque. And hey, Karen. It didn't make much sense to me, but whatever. It's nice to see Janice, because if you watch our America's Top Model, was it America's Next Top Model? That's it. And I wasn't really a big fan of that show. I watched a few seasons. But she was always fun. I liked Janice in the Surreal Life when her and Omarosa went toe to toe, because that was some good TV back in the day.
Rosa?
Will be our project manager. So again, there's the link that's the Sarah's YouTube. You can watch it there, or you can listen to it. Obviously, there's picture there, or you can listen to it on her podcast. And she has a pretty big podcast, so it was just an honor to be on there with her. So Janice gives them the information for the challenge, and then we see,
Or we think she does.
or she thinks she did.
Thank you. You did a great job.
Janice been telling people to find the troll under the bridge and answer the riddle. It was amazing. So, and let me say this about Larissa. Obviously we know that she got voted out that episode, but I don't think. Can't imagine. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that.
That was sweet. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think Larissa ever had a snowball's chance in hell of winning this. I was thinking, because I don't like this Veronica, whatever she is from The Bachelorette. She's super annoying, and even when we were at the party there in New York City, when I saw her on the first episode, I looked at Cody. I'm like, was she there? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. She was just somebody. I thought she was a waitress. I'm was serving the hors d'oeuvres and stuff.
Yeah, she was just ordinary.
But I don't remember her. There was, and I don't, I'm not a Bachelor fan, so I don't know what season she was on. Oh my God, Karen, are you kidding me? Oh, that gets you some $50 super chat. That gets you some bells and whistles, honey. Hold on, let me break this stuff out. So let me give you. Oh my! Wait, let me give you. There's some bells. Hold on.
And some whistles.
Wait, I gotta get the whistles out. Hold on.
You do cash. Listen, you do cash out.
Where's my whistle?
You get more.
You
get more of a surprise.
Where's my whistle? I got half a maraca. Wait, hold on. Cody. Oh, I found the other maraca. All right, so the bell and the whistle. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie.
And Wendy H, thank you again.
Wendy,
more bell. I'll give you a couple of bells.
Ding a ding ding ding.
I'll give you a double maraca and a little tambo for that one. Thank you. Gotta
Very
break,
sweet.
gotta
Thank you,
break.
guys.
I still have the harp at the ready. The harp's gonna cost you.
It's down by your feet.
And the accordion.
That's the cash out. That's when you play the harp.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Really, they mean the world to us. Thank you. It's nice to see that. My instruments have all been dusty. So let me get the bells. I got the bells. Hold on.
Oh, I just recently
Where's the
found.
triangle?
I found the ding ding.
Hey Johnny. Oh, the bell chimer. All right, I got my glockenspiel. That's an instrument, not a weapon, right? Yeah.
It could be a weapon.
See the bell. Break out all my instruments. You know what a triangle is? I haven't seen that in a minute. Okay. Anywho, so Larsa never had like a snowball's chance in winning. I thought that she would have at least gone past Victoria Veronica, whatever her name is. She's super annoying.
Vicky.
I don't know. But I have to say, Larsa was, those are top tier, like reality stars. Like, Teresa, despite what I may think of her or anybody else, has been on TV for like 20 years. Wes has been on TV for 20 years. New York has been on TV for 20 years. Richard's been on TV for 20 years. Camilla.
They all look it. I'm sorry, but they do.
Well, MW, it's your birthday, so I'll give you for you. So
happy birthday.
I mean, they really delivered with this cast this season. I didn't really know Safari because I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. Obviously, I don't know who Victoria and Veronica is. I don't care about The Bachelor. Who else? Kind of knew Candy from RuPaul's Drag Race because we watch it here and there. But that's, another big show. So Larsa was with like a lot of heavy hitters. And also, TLC is like the bottom rung of like the reality ladder. You got people like Teresa, who's on Bravo, West, who's on MTV, The Challenge for 8 million years, New York, who's been on VH1, Bravo. New York's been around for a long time. Camilla, who is on the Bear Girls Club, which is like a big Wendy, which was a big show. We love the Bad Girls Club. And Camilla, like we hung out with her like a lot that night.
Yeah, she's super sweet.
Not on the third episode because Camilla was like laying.
No, well, she said she goes, "I'm gonna bad girl this," and I don't want to. I'm trying not to cuss, but she said, "I'm gonna bad girl this up," and she sure did, but it backfired.
Richard,
Survivor.
the first winner of Survivor. These are big shots. So
yeah, people know like who they are.
When I saw all those people, I'm like, oh, there's no way in hell Larissa's ever winning. But like, I thought she would have lasted like a couple of episodes. Maybe the second or third one out. Just because if you watch last season, Anfisa from 90 Day sat there like a bump on a log. You barely ever heard her speak.
She still does.
And she made it quite far into it. So, and Larsa is very animated. And I have to give more props to Larsa, the way she like carried on. Like she was saying, I'm going to take a diplomatic approach. Like, I don't want to, I'm going to be an aristocrat. Like, I'm like, I didn't even know like those words were in Larissa's wheelhouse.
Those other two were just standing there, just grabbing people. Larsa was running down the street and going into people's businesses, like asking, like she was working hard for it.
And I have to say, like, this is House of Villains. And the fact, and like, this is something that I never even thought of. Larsa thinking like, sign a petition for veterans or for breast cancer. What was the other one? sign up petition to help the homeless, help breast cancer, like help veterans. Like I was like, I couldn't stop laughing.
She really should have won that.
That was like a really out of the box idea.
The other one had fans.
But this is House of Villains. These are bad guys, right? And that's a very villain, and everyone knows I'm like biased towards Larsa, right? And
you're not there to be nice.
This is House of Villains. And I didn't think Larsa had that in her to go like that low, and I could not stop laughing, and I'm like, okay, Larissa's gonna get it. Like
that was my favorite part.
It was
like when I saw
it was amazing.
Like I was just laughing. That was
like,
a good time. I loved watching.
Come on.
I loved it.
Here she is, like, sign here, free my tits. Like she was
trying to work.
She was really working it and trying to get votes, no matter which way she could. And
she's a winner in my book, so she would have had my vote.
And this isn't House of nice people. Yeah, it's House of Villains. And then I got I was sad when she wasn't getting the votes.
I got even sadder looking at it. Should I get $75,000 and get a facelift if I look like that?
Okay, Shannon. But and people are giving her crap for it. But this is House of Villains, and that's a very villainesque move to do.
That's why I think she should have won.
Kenya Moore would have probably done the same thing. But again,
the other one kept saying free kisses, free kisses.
Who cares?
You might have herpes. Like, no.
Larsa really tried. It wasn't like she sat there and didn't, give any effort.
No, she was the only one running up and down the street. I mean, well, Candy did, but then she stopped.
It has to be hard being her. And
that's not easy.
It has to be hard being her and knowing that no one in that house knows you, because these are all big shots in the reality world. And here comes Larsa from 90 Day. And granted, we're all TLC fans, and we're in that big TLC bubble. But when you put TLC cast next to these people like Teresa and Wes, nobody knew her, but she tried, and I have to give her the credit for it. And
I think she did amazing.
And had I thought of that, I probably would have done the same thing.
I think she did amazing. She would have, like I said, she would have got my vote. I would have even signed a fake name. I signed Georgie's name.
And I'm happy you're here, Jay Freak. We love you. And we know we're praying for you, sweetheart. Jay Freak is one of the nicest people you'll ever want to meet. Been with me for a long time. And also going back to, they had their phones on them. So, and I know Larsa doesn't know really people in LA, and I'm wondering if, because the score was Candy won with 87 votes. I think Victoria Veronica was behind Candy with 83, and Larsa, poor Larsa, had only 36. I don't know. But if I had access to my phone, I'd be, and that if that's where they live, I'd be texting everybody, hey, come to the boulevard and sign this. So there's that. All right, so Larsa loses, and Teresa, oh my God, Teresa decides to make dinner for everybody, because she goes, the way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. And nobody liked Teresa's food. Everybody was shuffling the food around their plate with their forks like toddlers do when they don't want to eat their Brussels sprouts. And Teresa's like, well, no, if you don't like it, you can tell me. And then you saw confessional after confessional after how it was too salty. Larsa said, I've eaten trash out of the garbage, which tasted better than that. And then, Teresa's like, guys, I wrote 4 cookbooks. I'm a New York Times best-selling artist. Everyone loves my foods. And I was saying to Cody, you know, I may not
Oh, we're
care.
talking about Teresa?
Yeah.
The salty food.
I sold 5 trillion cookbooks with my foods.
What did I say to you after everybody said, like, what was your opinion on it in the secret room?
I wish I should have taken a picture of, like, she made steak. That was still moo. I mean, like,
well, Richard said, I think the cow would kind of speak for itself.
Like, I'm like, I get my steaks medium rare. I like.
That was just browned on the top. That was it.
I'm not
even.
I'm not the person who eats a well done steak. Nobody should eat a well done steak ever. Like Cody used to eat well done steaks before he met me. Our first date, we had steak, and I was like,
compromised.
He's like, how do you want to cook them? Like medium rare. He's like, oh. He's like, I get mine well done. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'll ever eat a well done steak. It's like a hockey puck. You don't taste anything.
That's what my mother taught me, and like I always had it that way. But when I had it with you, we settled.
It was like a flavor explosion in his mouth. Then he got another one later.
I was kind of like about it because I was like, oh my god, like I don't like the blood. I'm like, but then I was like, wait, it's not blood. It's like the red juices, even though it was a little blood, like whatever. But I was like, okay, the medium, like I could.
Yeah, I got a medium, which was too overcooked.
See, that worked because I went from well done to medium, and it was.
Oh my god! Don't you know like that the flavor is in like the juices?
But John was like, how about we go later on in our relationship? He's like, let's go to a steakhouse. We went to a steakhouse, and I got one medium rare, and I think you got one either rare or medium rare. Also,
you know how I look when people like order.
I love this.
And people order well done steaks. I look like this. I'm like, oh.
That's what I looked at. Like when I saw the blood, I was like, but I did it, and it was good. And now, John, how do I make the steaks?
He makes them almost on the rare side. Which
rare to almost medium sometimes, depending on the steak.
Now, if I go to like a steakhouse and it's prime rib, which I love.
Oh, see, I don't.
I get prime rib rare because it's already cooked, right? So
I don't like.
I don't like the only way I'll eat prime rib if it's rare. Now, and I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but hamburgers, chopped meat.
No.
For me, it has to be well done.
I will never do a raw hamburger.
Like a medium rare hamburger, disgusting. I'm sorry. Like a
bread gets
hamburger for me has to be.
It has to be well done. Well, like a medium well, but more on the well side.
Yeah, like a hamburger has to be medium well to well.
There could be a little bit of pink in it.
Because it's like chopped meat and like it can't.
It's
put together as opposed to a steak that's just a slab of meat.
Yeah, and no, you're right.
And
absolutely right.
I cannot have like a rare or medium hamburger, like because that grosses me out.
We should try one.
No, nope. And then
like
the blood's all up in the sandwich and it's dripping down. No, like the hamburger has to be, but a steak, it's like no, that has to be medium.
Yeah, no, I can't do a well done steak anymore.
I don't even know how we got here on this subject. Oh, Teresa's and Teresa cooked that shit. That was
rare.
That was purple in the middle.
Yeah, that was black and blue.
And to see like Teresa's
face, Rich said, he goes, if the cow could talk, because all you did was cut it up, and like if he could talk, he'd be like, "This is."
And everyone said it was like super salty, and I was saying to Cody, I'm like, I may not care for Teresa like 9 out of 10 times, but like I thought, like Teresa being in the house, I wouldn't mind eating her cooking because at least we know.
He said it would be good that she can cook because she can cook, and I'm like, you're absolutely right. But then hearing everybody from all over the areas trying her,
I've got 15 cookbooks, y'all.
She goes like he goes, oh, and I said to John, I said, oh. crap. I said, okay, maybe we should not cook any recipes in her cookbook.
Well, Teresa should have just stuck to like the pasta. Like she should have made like, you know, ziti or spaghetti, some meatballs.
Maybe
and
she should have flown in Louis to make a pizza.
Oh no, I don't know, no. So yeah, and the look on Teresa's face when she's in the confessional and she's asking production, like, well, did anybody else complain? And like they show her like everyone complaining about her food. She's like, well, fuck them.
Even production complained, but whatever.
So that was amazing for me to read. Like that was probably the best part of that episode.
So your cookbook, if you like salt, then get her book. If you hate
Wendy,
salt, stay away.
She's got 95 cookbooks.
We've got one of them.
On what was it? The New York town good seller area, as Teresa would say. So, you know, whatever. She tried and failed horrendously.
But did you notice that they showed the salad, they showed the bread and everything else, but they only showed a glimpse of whatever it was that she made?
It was that raw steak.
I know, but what was it though? It was a long thing. So
it was, I think it was like a London broil. Because it was sliced.
Okay, so
that was my guess.
They just flashed on it, and then I mean, not even the top was brown. It was still like it was still like a milky tan.
I mean, I couldn't even.
That was not even done yet. The juices just started at the top, so the middle was still not even cooked yet. So
I couldn't have eaten it. It was really mooing that, you know.
She's gonna blame it if anybody brings it up. She's gonna blame it on the oven.
I just don't know why she would make steaks instead of like going to like, you know, Italian, like, and she could have made sauce and everybody would have loved it.
Make a big ziti, make a lasagna, like something, or
manigot,
stuffed shells,
manicotti. Cody meant to say
no
manigot.
Just like what gnocchi,
galamad.
Like, why couldn't she do something like that? But no, she wanted to go with that. And when they flashed on like that piece of meat, which I thought it was lamb, honestly, and it was so tan. Like not so tan, but it was like,
oh my God, Karen! Thank you for like the PayPal. Oh my God, wait a minute.
Karen, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Right. We love you and we appreciate.
I have to break out. I have to break out the big hitters now. I need the harp and the accordion.
Under there. I can't read them.
Oh, I need to break out. I need to break out.
You get the accordion, John.
I gotta break out the accordion.
Yeah, down by your feet. The Baba Googa, or whatever it's called, the Bagoogie.
Roll the bell. Karen, where'd you go?
Karen, oh wait, come here and hang with us.
Rose sent us a Cash App. Oh my Lord,
Rose's been here with us.
Oh my goodness, where's the harp?
The tiny one's over there.
I haven't. No, that's the tiny harp. That doesn't play. Hold on, I gotta break out the harp.
That's a bugada or a bugala. What's that called?
Hold on. Haven't had to break out. Karen, thank you.
Karen, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you.
Oh.
And the cats, thank you too.
Meow. I need my pick. Where's my pick? Oh, well, I gotta do this pick list.
You're a pickleless.
Row. Isn't it so melodious? I tried to learn a few chords, and as you can see, it's working. Really need to pick.
What'd you do with it?
Aren't you like? Isn't this the best sound you've ever heard in your life? And you're welcome. I was trying to like do St. Elmo's Fire. No, that's not the right one.
You got to go from the back also.
That's it.
That's why I had still.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop there. This is like a real mini harp. It's called a lyre, but it's a mini harp.
But you go from the back.
No, you don't play it from the back, Cody.
Says who?
And the chords are almost the same as a piano. So let me see. I could probably play green sleeves on it.
All right, give me 5 minutes. I'll find it there.
This is a beautiful instrument, and this is like legit. It's a little mini harp. I'm waiting for like the full size harp. That's my dream. I want a grand piano and I want a harp next to it, and that'll be my ballroom. And I will be hosting parties where I'll be the host and also the harp / piano player all at once. And then I'll have like 15 Grammys on it, like David from Yolanda's ex-husband, who's dating Catherine McPhee now. What was his name? David Foster? Yes. That's my dream. I'll have the 15 Grammys, and then I'll have my Oscar for my Oscar winning performance in some movie, and then that's all I want. Yes, well, when Wendy, when the ballroom's ready. Oh, there's a pick.
You're welcome. I told you.
Where did you find it?
I told you I keep everything together in different shelves in the bedroom. They're all like stacked with different stuff. When you ask for a pen, I have pens, I have paper, I have all that stuff. I'm organized. I try to be.
Nope, wrong.
But obviously, you did.
Okay, well,
You throw
let's keep
stuff in
going.
different like drawers and stuff. But see now, what are you gonna do with that pick?
I love music and I love every musical
See,
instrument.
you're gonna just throw it on the table. The cats are gonna play with it, and like you'll lose.
And my friends had my piano in their house for what, since we left New York. It's been in there. So if I had the piano here, it'd be a different story.
I love that.
What, the harp?
Well, I love the harp. Yes, I love the violin too, but that was when I was way younger.
Going to New Milford.
I love like that little instrument that you have there because it's pretty. Even
no, we can meet you, Karen, and the boardwalks stay open until like mid-October. Like usually Columbus Day is like when like they close pretty much everything on the boardwalk.
Even if the boardwalk
like last weekend,
open.
You know, Labor Day is like the official end of summer, but like they keep the stuff open on the weekends for people. And then
but the restaurants and stuff like that, they stay open now.
And there are a few places on the boardwalk now that are still open. But the majority of it is closed. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just blown away by all the kindness tonight. Thank you. This is going to be worth you watching because I got a lot of tea for you. I got a lot of tea for you. So if you're watching this show, this will pay out. Oh yeah, we got complaints of you, Cody, over talking me in the comments.
Good, do it by yourself. You asked me to be out here.
Out here.
Bye.
Go stop.
No.
Oh, see, MW, see
Bye.
what happened. MW said come back.
No, you come back.
He's got a thin skin. He's not cut out for this. Will you sit down?
I got things to.
I think we need to show Cody a round of applause. Come on, Cody. Come on, Gracie Lou. See, look. Cody.
What?
Come on.
What? I'm gonna get this sorted.
You don't have to get anything sorted. And Cody's back. Okay, look, everyone loves. Look, Cody. Look at the chat. Everyone loves you. Look, come on, Cody. Cody, look, everyone loves you. See. Okay, so back to Teresa's awful cooking. Everybody hated it. The end. Okay, moving on. So, I'll give you my first. Oh, look, just $20 to see Cody's handsome face. Give the people what they want, Cody.
Thank you, but you don't have to feel bad for me. It's okay.
Cody, don't cry for Cody, Argentina.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Where is my triangle? That's my favorite one. Hold on. No, I have to look for it. Is it in its spot?
No. There's nothing up there.
Oh, that's where it used to be.
I know.
Where did the triangle go, man?
I have no. It's probably in one of the boxes.
Where did the triangle go? I haven't seen that in forever. But thank you, Karen. Come on, give Karen. Give Karen a look. $20 just to see her face. Give her her money's worth. There, see, that's it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm a talker. I always talk.
And see, like, isn't Cody's face better than the sad group? Look,
I get yelled at for talking too much, and then when I don't talk, I get yelled at for that too. So I don't know what to do anymore. So what?
Uh-oh, another super chat for Cody. Wow, look at this. Cody, come here. Oh, wait. No, I got to take the picture down. Hold on. Cody, another $10 from Wendy. Oh, look, that's just beard. You look like Al Borland from Home Improvement.
You said to keep it.
Heidi ho, neighbor.
You said to keep it.
Are you Wilson? Thank you, Wendy.
Love you, sweetie. Thank you.
It's a great life.
Thank you for making me feel better. Thank you.
You guys are all amazing. All right. We might be able to buy Christmas presents this year. Thanks for this live. You guys are funding our Christmas presents.
Maybe I can buy duct tape to keep my mouth closed.
Because you know, like on YouTube, so this is October. We won't get paid for this month until November 21st, like a couple of days before Thanksgiving. That's how YouTube works. So we might be able to buy a gift. Gift. Thank you. Hi, Mel B.
Mel B. Hi, sweetheart.
Wait, ignore your text. Lord. Hold on. You weren't in the right live. Sorry, I've had my phone on Do Not Disturb for like 2 weeks now. That's my bad because I've been in a mood. And we haven't been working around the clock. That's why we haven't been live much. So my phone's been on Do Not Disturb, and so I have to like look at my phone to see texts, and I miss a lot. I'm sorry. I'm happy you found the lives. Melby was like, I'm in a live and no one's talking to me.
Who did?
Mel. MW said Cody looked like Robin trying to peek into McKelty's baby shower. Cody is just the one random comment on John's live. We all love you and how much you talk. See, you're loved. You wanna be like behind the bush like Robin. You wanna be peering in.
No, because I think
pretend like you're Louis' son.
I think this was like
From Jersey.
from birth, right here, John. Done. Look.
Pretend you're Louis' son, Louis Jr., who wants to be in every scene.
He's always give me the giraffe too.
I'm surprised he wasn't at the party we were at. Louis was there, and Gia. Okay, so back to
Let's not get on to that because I get yelled at for that. I don't know. Even though I like to speak my mind, but I can't.
Okay. So back to this. So here's some tea. I'll give you some tea. Hold on. Let me get the little. I'm just having fun here. Hold on. Having fun with my people. Let's see.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
The first amount of tea that I can give you is that I've heard from someone that New York did nothing but stay in her room the whole entire time.
She hid in her room.
She was there. Like, she didn't come down for breakfast. And if you watch the first 3 episodes, you can see that New York kind of stays to herself, and she does. She is
in her room.
In her room, by her lonesome, all the time, and doesn't really talk to anybody. Maybe it was Teresa's salty raw meat that turned her off. I don't know. But I will give New York credit. Because she was like, oh, Teresa, this is yummy. And everybody else hated it. So that's the, and I have more tea to give you. I gotta put it in small doses. But New York tends to stay to herself the whole entire time she's in the house. So there's that. All right, so New York. So Teresa makes a terrible dinner. Then we go to elimination.
Did she make the salty boca? She made the salty boca. That was good.
Hey, Sharon. It's been a minute since I've been in like the loop. And I'm in the loop on this one. So and I will also say, here's some more tea. Richard was really the only one, which you kind of saw on the show, that he couldn't stand Veronica, Victoria. I don't care who she is. Hey, plant lover. He couldn't stand her, and Richard was one of the few that wanted to keep Larsa around, along with Candy, because when the votes came in, it was 5-2. So Richard and Candy voted for Vivica A. Fox, not Vivica A. Fox.
Veruca.
Veruca Salt.
Veruca True Salty.
this day in, and everybody else voted for Larsa, which is sad. I thought Larsa would have been. I never thought she was going to win. She was way out of her element. People look down on TLC. At times, I'm ashamed to be a TLC blogger because it's just the low end. It's just the lowest of the low in the reality world.
It's the friends that we make on it, so it's like,
but
we love it because we love them.
But I can say more tea. Hold on. I'm not going to drop all of it at once, but I kind of am doing it. Let me see here.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa, Bunny!
Yes, I got Karen's super chat. I think. Did I miss one? Shit.
If we did, thank you, Karen. We love all you guys.
Oh,
I know you'd like to bust my
Larsa is working on a new project, and is filming. I have to be super careful what I say here.
Very careful.
I have to be very, very careful. Larsa is. Oh my god! You know what? I didn't even get one of the buckets yet. Damn it! They're probably all sold out already. And you see my bucket collection behind me, and you only see the first 4, but there's another 4 behind it, and I have 3 more on the TV.
And 2 on the
We have. I forgot about it. They came out on the 15th. We haven't gotten 1 bucket, and they have the new blue one this season.
Cindy Blue who?
Damn it! Wait, a Venmo. Or we might be able to get a condo in Malibu tonight, Cody. Hold on. Let me see. Uh-oh. Thank you, Mel B.
Mel B, you're always awesome. We love you so much, you sweetheart.
Thank you so much for it.
We love you, girl. Always, 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 and forever. You know that.
Hold on, I have to get my instrument.
You have your pickler? Is that what that's what it's called?
A piccolo, and I don't have it.
Well, I was close. I called it a banjo before, but you said no, it doesn't have the long thing on it. Like if it did, it looked like a.
Let me see here. Can I, Cody, here, get the accordion.
Play that.
Play the tambourine.
I can play that. I can't play that accordion thing. Hit your little things. Your little buttons.
I do hit the buttons.
You only press 2.
You're playing a tambourine. You just shake it. There's so many moving parts to a fucking accordion. What? There's these 3 buttons over here which control the air.
Give me one,
and then you have these buttons that can control the chords, and then
give me one shaker. See, look, I can work it. Go.
and a piece of straw in my mouth, and a hat. Hold the phone. Hold on.
We should get a pinata.
A pinata?
Yeah. Put bells and whistles in there. Every time you hit it, it goes.
This is an extremely hard instrument to play. Too many moving parts, but I love it. Okay.
Oh, he's still reading the instructions.
Gotta find the triangle. You know how many YouTube videos I watch on how to play this thing? And I don't, if somebody wants to give me accordion lessons, I'm all for it, but.
That's what I said. With the hee-haw.
Okay, so back to the show. 15 minutes in. That's okay, because it's 2 hours worth of timing of show. All right, so Larsa gets voted out. The chair goes backwards. I feel sorry for her, but I have a feeling. Got some more. I have a feeling that this might not be the last time we see Larsa on the show.
No, I don't think so either.
You know, it just.
She might come back as a host. I don't know, but I feel something.
I just feel. I have like the feeling in my soul.
We can take bets if y'all want to.
That this won't be the last time we see Larsa.
Y'all want to gamble?
I don't know. It's just like, you know, I woke up and like my left tit was like, you know, swelling. And when my grandmother used to have that happen to her, she goes, "It's going to rain tomorrow. My left tit hurts." You know, and that's, you know, back in the 80s before like weather was really spot on. You know, my grandmother, my nanny would wake up and she goes, "Oh, my left tit hurts. We're going to get rain tomorrow." And sure as shit, it fucking rained. Newscaster said bright and sunny.
Rain.
Remember how like bad like weather forecasts were in the 80s, like before like all the tracking and all that radar. So my nanny would say like, "Oh God, it's gonna hail tomorrow. My left hit's in pain," and it would hail. So like this morning, I woke up and my right tit was just like.
You said your left tit before.
And now it's switched to the right. It's just crazy how this happens.
So now it's going to be sunshine?
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. And I feel like, according to my left and now my right.
I feel that you need a bowl of Lucky Charms.
That we're going to see Larsa again.
Oh, I believe that. Yes. And I would love to see her again.
It went from, you know, it spread from the left tit to the right tit. And Karen, you have to watch it. Go on, like, you know, Peacock airs it. I think it's on Bravo. It's on the E Network. Watch House of Villains. I'm telling you, watch it. They're great. And I just, you know, both tits are saying, like, I just have a feeling that. Oof. I have a touch of arthritis, and also, I think we might see Larsa again. I don't know. It's just intuition. It's just a feeling.
Help the homeless.
It's just a feeling in my head that like I just have to ascertain to my tits and the weather, because you know the weather is changing.
Help the veterans.
And again, hats off to Larsa for trying to get petitions signed in any way that she could. Help the veterans. help the homeless. Help breast cancer.
Help free my boobs.
I mean, like,
I don't want to. I don't know if I can.
No, you can say it here. I had the picture of it.
So
hold on.
Help free my tits.
I mean, and these are things
love it.
I didn't know that Larsa was capable of thinking, like, because that's stuff I wouldn't even have thought of. Fucking love it, man. And I you know, had she been, you know, obviously Candy, you know, dressed up in drag, was gonna win that. I don't even know how Veronica got even close to her, close to Candy with the signatures. I have no idea. But I have to give Larsa a round of applause.
I would definitely say I would have. She's the winner in my books. I loved her. Like she is a sweet, sweet girl, and she worked her butt off. I don't want to say boobs off because clearly they didn't go anywhere, but she worked herself trying to run into businesses, trying to get everybody to sign. Like she was out there working it.
All right, so let's go let's go to, okay, so Larsa gets expelled, and then who comes back in her place but Larsa? And so Larsa Pippen from the Real Housewives of Miami, like Larissa goes down in a chair and Larsa pops right back up. And like, you know, the Larsa and Larissa, like almost the same name, but you know, and like I was looking at Cody, I'm like, now I would have noticed Larsa at the party. Larsa was not at the kickoff party that we were at. I think she was only a cast member that wasn't there, but I would have recognized Larsa a million miles away if she was at the party. And I'm like, there's no way Larsa, and she wasn't there. But Larsa takes Larissa's place. Hot off of the Trader season that she was on with her boyfriend at the time, Michael Jordan's son, but I don't think they're together anymore. And Larsa comes back in. So, and they're all mad. I actually thought Teresa was gonna be like, who's like Larsa, you know? But Teresa's like, oh, she's one of my best friends. She's one of my best friends, Larsa. And, you know, Larsa, you know, because Larissa's bed was the only one that was vacant, and then Larsa is too high class to sleep in a room with two men. And it became like annoying because Larsa wanted the bed, and I don't know why it fell on Candy. And, you know, we hung out with Candy the whole night when we were there. When
very, very sweet.
Very, very sweet. When we were live.
Very respectful, very sweet.
When I was live,
very
at the
beautiful.
Thing, and I aired it, like, you know, it was me, like Candy was pretty much on my lap. It was me, Candy.
Larissa was on my lap.
It was me.
Shirtless
we were on one couch,
leaning over,
and it was Candy and
me, and Candy
and Larissa and Cody, and Candy's super fucking sweet.
Super sweet.
Can't say anything bad about Candy. I you know, I don't watch every season of Drag Race. I missed whatever season Candy was on.
Love Candy.
But
such a
love Candy. And
she could be ruthless. Trust me.
Candy was one of the few people that actually loved Larissa. So I don't know why it fell on Candy to give up her bet.
Because
everyone was saying silence.
That bullshit. She was tired of hearing the BS.
I was Team Candy the whole way through. Like, you know, why did it all fall on Candy? There's like 10 people in the house, but everyone's looking at Candy. And sneaky Victoria was the one. Like, oh, I'll do you the favor. I'll give up my, because you know
that's a snake.
Because you know Victoria's like,
he slithers through the bushes. That's what a snake does, and that's what a villain is. That's what she is.
And you know she'll do anything. She's like, well, I'm broke, and like then like production was shady, which I love. I love when production is shady. And they're like, you know, $16,000 tits, like $500 dress, like, you know, $300 nails. I love
160 for the tiara that she had to wear.
I love when they're in the confessional and she's like, I'm broke and I hit an OnlyFans. And you know, once I turned 30, I didn't want that out there anymore. So now I'm broke and I can't pay for anything.
But, John, can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt you, or over talk you, but I did want to ask you a question. So once you hit 30, all that stuff that you did on the internet with OnlyFans and everything else.
I guess
wait, now you're over talking me. Wait now. So that's not going to be out there for people to see and bring up and everything else. Oh, I'm 30. I'm a new person. I have a new body. I have new boobs. Like, I have new lips. I have new eyes. Like, that's not me anymore. Like, but you already put yourself out there, so it's still going to be out there. You can't hide from it. Just like if you do a porn, you are still out there, no matter if it's 50 years from now. You are still out there for anyone to see.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Well, I
to
guess
me.
I guess there's a timer on her OnlyFans that when, like, you know,
In her own
when
head.
the clock struck midnight on her 30th birthday, all that would vanish and it would be stricken from the record, all social media and OnlyFans. I really don't like this Victoria girl. She's super fucking annoying. I don't like her one bit, and she's so goddamn needy. And, like, you know, going back to Larsa, I told Larsa, I was like, girl, you should have hit when they were doing that first challenge, and, you know, they were going from like jail cell to jail cell, which Teresa fucking hated. But when they were going from jail cell to jail cell to jail cell, I said, Larissa, why didn't you hit that button? Like, if it were me, and we talked about this last week, but like, if it were me, I would have waited for, like, you know, 3, 2, 1, go, boom. I would have hit the button. Done. Safe. You know, New York hit the button, like, you know, three things in, but I wouldn't have given anybody else the chance. I'm not going home this week. I don't want to be the first one out. I would have hit that button like that, right in front of everybody. I would have waited until, like, the first chance. If you interview Larissa again, I would love to hear her thoughts on Cam Soda and OnlyFans. Well, yeah, I mean, that'll can't really right now because she's on this very popular show, and, you know, the standards are much higher than having somebody on 90 Day Fiance. You know what I mean? People on 90 Day Fiance don't care. But this is a different production company and a different network, and, you know, I'm really happy for Larissa, and she's got a lot of good things going on. And the show that she's working on right now, and again, I'd be very careful what I say here.
Very careful, please.
But she's going to be a regular on it, and it's going to be on a major network. We're not talking about like TLC. It's going to be, and I'm happy that, like, being on this show, even though she got voted off first, opened doors for her. Because even if I was on it and I got voted off first, to be in the company of those people, these reality A-listers, and to be included. Go ahead, Cody.
I still have to say something about this OnlyFans thing. I really do, because you saw, everybody saw it was on TV. You still saw her and Teresa working out together. And where was the camera when they were doing the rubber bands around their knees?
Teresa and Victoria Veronica.
Well, isn't that her name now? I don't know. But it was Teresa and, like, that Victoria, Veronica, Vanessa, whatever her name is. They were still out there where the camera was across from the pool, and they're still spreading it open, but yet she don't want to be on OnlyFans. But yet you're still doing this and still doing your butt thrust and everything else. Like, so if you don't want to be doing all that stuff, well, then you should be working out, like, and being like, yo, don't be showing this, or don't be doing your little Suzanne Summer thing and showing, like, I mean, come on. If you're done with it and everything else, you don't want anything like that of you and me and all this other, then don't be doing it. You don't see, like, her doing, like, you know, weightlifting, like, on her back and stuff, and bending down and picking up and doing squats and stuff like that. And them underneath are, like, seeing her butt, like, poke out and stuff like that. But no, they have to zoom in on them, like, you know, like, what is this, like Serial Mom, like, up underneath the table? Like, John, you know exactly what I'm talking.
I've not heard one word you said.
You know exactly what I'm talking. They were out there doing. They were out there doing that cereal mom thing up underneath the table, like with the rubber bands. But she's so worried about freaking OnlyFans. But you're still out there doing your butt thrust, and that's what she said. I call BS on that. I don't believe that for 1 second.
The pun, Cody. Look at you. Look at you delivering puns. I'm kind of impressed with you. You just gave me a pun. You don't even know what a pun is, but you just did one. Good for you.
Hold on, Larsa. I would have went out there.
Did you hear that conversation we just
I
had?
would have just went out there and kicked her right in the cooter.
Your text. Okay, hold on.
Right in the cooter. That's where I would have kicked her. You don't want to be OnlyFans? Well, then don't go stretching your lady parts open and close, open and close. With your
Did you hear like
tongue.
what we just talked about? You know, he was like, saying like, him and Teresa, Victoria, Veronica were stretching, and Cody was saying like, isn't it like kind of similar to OnlyFans? I'm like, oh, I get your point, but that's kind of a stretch. And then he goes, that's what she said. Very impressive, Cody.
You're welcome. Maybe that rubber band should have been even tighter so she couldn't even open her legs and fucking do that shit. Show the face instead of the cooter shot.
Oh, I love losers. Okay, so back to this episode. Okay. So I'm Team Candy on the whole Larsa thing. I wouldn't have wanted to give it up either. And Larsa came in as a diva. Like, girlie, you're no better than anybody else in the house. And this isn't the Traitors where you just were at. It's a different show, and you don't come in like that demanding, well, I need my own room with women, or that was annoying. I didn't like it. Okay, so Victoria then gives her room away to try to kiss anyone's ass because she wants to stay because of her, she's broke and her tits and whatever, and 30 and OnlyFans and whatever other excuse she had. So it goes to the next challenge where they're doing. I love the idea of the musical chairs, because when Joel was explaining it, I'm like, oh, it's like musical chairs, but like the disco floor. I kept looking at it. I'm like, it didn't make sense to me. I thought there were gonna be like spots where like they would have to run to. Wouldn't it have played better? Like, it was like 3 groups of 4, 2 groups of 3, 1 group of 4. Like that was like, if I were there, I would have lost that challenge straight away. Because it was musical chairs, but I thought they were standing on spots. Like, am I making sense? Like MTT, like how I thought, like, they had like the lighted disco floor, and I thought there'd be like, the music would stop, and there were like, highlighted spots where everybody would have to run and stand on that one spot. And then there'd be one person out who didn't get to the spot. That's how I thought that was going to play out, which I thought would be a lot more fun. But then they grouped it into like this weirdness with like, 4 groups of 3, 4 groups of 2, 2 groups of 3, 1 group of 2, 1 group of 1. And I think that was very low budget. Like, that was like the challenge at our house. That's something like if we were filming here at Shay Yates, that's how that would have played out. Like, you know, 2 people in the red square of our carpet, and then 2 people on like the green square of this carpet in our living room. That could have just been better. Because my head was spinning. I'm like, this doesn't. And then like, you know, you people walking around and like, you know, then people giving up their spots.
Yeah, but then you had to pull people
I didn't like
in,
any of
but
it.
then why couldn't you push people out? You could pull people in, but you couldn't push someone out and be like, no, I don't want you, bitch. Go. And then pull the other one in. And then they're left out there. But then what if they're like, no, I'm staying. I'm not moving. No one argued for their spot at all.
Yeah. Like it should have been like, there were 10 people. The first round, there's 9 spots. And like, you know, we all know how musical chairs works.
Yes.
And I love a good game of adult musical chairs. Does anybody like, you know, when you go to like a christening or
I've never been to one.
Really?
I was never invited.
You ever go like, you know, when like in my family at least, or how it used to be, was that we would play musical chairs, but it wasn't for the kids, it was for the adults. And you
I've seen videos and like they tackle each other.
Me and Annette tackled each other. My cousin Annette, me and her. It was down to me and her, and like I pushed that bitch out of the fucking way, and I sat down. She was so mad at me. But we play adult musical chairs, and you know, birthday party. You know, these, you know, when it's catered like at a hall, but we don't do the musical chairs for kids. In our family, we did it for the adults. So it was way more fun. To see like all these old people like running around trying to screw each other over for the chair, and like my family was cut fucking throat. Like I said, like Cody's met my family. Like
I'm just oh no, it has nothing to do with your family. Well, I raised my hand now, so that way I could, you know, I don't want to over talk. But the only person that said anything, that argued over like the spot, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like what? And you pushed me out, like whatever, was New York. She was the only one. No other person argued about grabbing the other person and the other being pushed out. And they just sat there like saying nothing. I'm sorry, but if you push me out of your group, I'm going to lay into you. I'm going to say something in front of everybody.
But like in my family, like you said, the whole family played. No, we knew better. See, the kids should not have been anywhere around us, because like a couple of my cousins will take the chair out of someone's ass before they sit. Like when I say we played cutthroat musical chairs,
throw it in the pool.
It was like the fucking Thunderdome, man. Like, you know, we were in it to win by any, and I did win. I did win once. And I got a trophy for it, and it's like one of my proudest achievements of winning musical chairs.
Was it the gold cock?
It was at Lewis's daughter's
was it that Dollar
christening?
Was that Dollar Tree, that fucking cock-a-doodle-doo thing?
My nieces, my nieces, but the kids wanted to play, and we said, oh no. We said, no, this is not a game for kids. And you know, it's already christening. Like
stampede them.
My family, like, you know, when you go to like, you know, and mostly parties, you go to birthday parties, christenings, like, you know, communions, confirmations, like, you know, it's for the kids. But like, you know, we always try to incorporate something for like the adults.
Later at night.
The same party, but like
but later at night.
And then I come from a family of competitors. If you see me at trivia, you know, it's every man for themselves. So with my family, we always try to incorporate a game for the adults that the kids couldn't play, because we get messy and we're all drunk and liquored up, and you know, good times. Anywho, back to the recap. I thought the disco floor was a great concept, and I thought that there's going to be just certain boards that lit up that you had to stand on, and the person out was out, like musical chairs. And I think they screwed it up a little bit there. I think it would have been a lot more fun if they played it like how I thought about it in my head, you know? So, then, you know, Camilla Richard, and Candy are the three that are left, and they decide to give Camilla supervillain. So now Camilla is supervillain of this episode. And we have to go to nomination ceremony where, sorry, I don't like to smoke on camera, but fuck it. We go to nomination ceremony where she puts up, and like Camilla was like not fucking around. Like the Bear Girls Club came back. She was full Bear Girls Club in that moment. She got in that chair, and Cody was saying, "Oh my God, she was so nice to us." And like we don't know Camilla. It was Camilla, Larsa, Candy,
me, you,
yeah,
and
pretty much the whole night. But Camilla, like the Bad Girls Club girl came back out, and she puts up the men, which I get. You know, they put 3 girls up the first episode. And so Camilla fought back and put 3 men up. And then, you know, what's her name? Courtney? No. Vivica. She looks like a Courtney, though.
Valara.
She looks like Courtney with like a Q.
A Valero.
Like Courtney spelled like, you know how I feel about bullshit names. Like Courtney is like Quortney.
Oh, Twatney.
Yeah, but if you know Richard MTT, if you watch Survivor, that's how he always rolled.
Yeah.
In fact, he got voted off All Stars because he did a challenge where he was naked, and that got him the boot. But Richard's thing,
Yeah,
and like
people didn't want their face in it.
Nobody wants to see Richard naked. Richard's the only person that wants to see Richard naked.
Well, that's not true. I mean, like Richard is his own person, and there's other people out there just like him, and like whatever. Which, hey, to each their own.
Hey,
like,
Glennis.
but just like I don't know who said it on the show, but someone said it like, wait, they said, "Oh, he's naked and you're a friend."
Well, during Survivor All Stars, they were doing the challenge, and Sue was there, and like you know how Sue and Richard feel about each other. Because when I met Richard, I'm like, "Hey, you still talk to Sue?" That was my first question. Like the Sue and Richard, like the snake and the rat and all that was just like really one of the best parts of Survivor. And I've been watching Survivor since day one. But like Richard Slong like brushed up on Sue. And she's like, "I'm out. I can't do with this anymore." But, you know, and on Richard's events, it is Survivor. And, like, you know.
Yeah, but his shorts were,
I mean,
like, eaten by like, torn up. Like, I mean, look at Tarzan. He wore a leaf. And then all of a sudden he found like, you know, some terry cloth. And, like, you know, like, Tarzan wasn't swinging around all naked.
I don't even like to be naked. Like when I get out of the shower, like the first thing I do is wrap my towel around me and like put my boxers on. I'm like, but like I'm not a nudist. There are people that love to be nude and show their nudity, and it's always people like that look like Richard for some reason. Like I don't know, like you know.
Listen,
but to each their own, I guess. I don't know.
With, like what I have and like everything, but I still don't go around like trying to answer the door with, you know, my knocker.
With your clam and your tam showing.
My clam tam? Like, I mean, I don't do that. Like, no, I don't even walk around the house.
I hate being naked too, and I have my whole life. And like, you know, I've been pretty, you know, back when I was younger, I had a 6-pack, but like, I don't like being naked. Even when I go to sleep, like I wear like pajamas. I'm not the naked type of person. Like Cody always sleeps with his shirt off. I could never.
I sleep in my boxers, or I sleep in like a pair of pajamas shorts.
Yeah, like he'll sleep in his boxers and like and that's it. And I have like a hoodie. I have like a tuxedo on.
Yeah,
when I go to sleep.
I do like a shirt with a hoodie, and,
a tie. I do.
Pants, socks on. You know,
But that's how I roll.
but
I don't
that's
know.
not me, but I'm not out there like, naked. Like I don't sleep naked next to John. Like he's like all like,
No, I think sleeping naked's
No.
gross. I'm
I
sorry.
sleep naked. Like I do. Sometimes if I'm by myself, then yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm just hot and like I just don't want stuff on me. And
In the
sleep
17
naked,
years
like-
we've been together, I think I slept naked twice with you. And that's like when we were like in our 20s still. Like I am not. I don't like it. And like I don't like sleeping naked. I don't want your asshole like on the sheets. Like I don't care how I don't care how clean your asshole is. I don't care if you took 25 fucking showers. I don't care if you douche for summer's eve. Like I don't want your juices rolling around on the sheets that I sleep on. Like I think it's gross.
Juices like just come out of a person's
Sorry,
body?
I don't want your ball sweat on my sheets. I don't want nothing. I want my sheets to be clean.
Anyway,
I do.
well,
I'm
we don't
sorry.
have to worry about that because
Am I the only one that feels like this? Like I don't want.
that anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I am very like it skeeves me out. It does. Like sheets are for sleeping, and like I don't want any of your juices or anyone's juices. If you're a woman and had a twat, I don't want any of that on my sheets either. I'm sorry. Like that's what you sleep on. Okay? I don't want to be rolling around in your genital juices.
But
It's
yet
gross.
you have sex on a bed
That's
that you're
different.
naked in.
That's
But
different.
that's where the juices come from.
Well, that's different.
do you
you
change the sheets?
You
after
have
sex?
the sex, but then like you don't sleep in it.
Yes,
Sorry.
you do. Yes, you do. You don't change the sheets after you have sex.
We throw a tarp on the bed when we have sex, just so like.
We never make it to the bed.
There you go. See, high five.
Yeah, you're welcome because we don't. We hit up the couch in the hallway. Bam, we're done. By the time we hit to the bed, that means turn the DV on and we're already like ready for bed.
Yeah, like we use the throw rug in the living room. It's fine.
It's
We're good.
the what is it? The rag mugs? Like
It's
whatever.
true. Like nobody wants to roll around in like your genital secretions. I don't like it. It skeeves me out. I don't like it. So, but I'm very guarded. Like I don't have a horrible body, and I used to look a lot better 20 years ago when I met this asshole. But
What are you talking?
that's
not
me.
my fault.
That
What you're
was
working with is not my fault.
That was me my whole life. I'm just not a naked person. I'm not. Never. No. So, but that's Richard, and good for him. But it just seems like the nudist, like I think of like the Simple Life when Paris and Nicole went to like the nudist colony, and like everyone just gross looking. Why is it always like the gross people that just want to be
Because
nude
they
all the
don't
time?
care.
Like I don't.
Because they all look the same.
Oh my god, right, Karen? Like sitting on the sofa naked with your asshole like on the sofa is disgusting. Gross.
But what's the difference between and trust me, I agree with you, but
Disgusting.
But what's the difference of a dog that just went outside and took
And that's
a
why
shit?
we don't have dogs,
And-
motherfucker.
It's only us, John, that don't have dogs. Like, come on.
Well,
But
I know.
that's like having a dog taking a shit and then sitting upright on the couch.
And that's
or
why
on your
we
bed.
don't. We have cats that like shit in a box and then lick their assholes after they're done. Like
But
like,
then you make out with them.
I don't make out with their asshole.
If they lick their asshole, then you're making out.
I don't
with
put their
them.
tongue down my throat. I kiss them on the head.
They.
Oh my god, this is
You lick
going
their
left.
mouth,
So
like you're like.
this is going left so far, man. Right now, but I think it's gross. People sitting on a couch naked, disgusting. I would never want to sit in that same spot. And I don't
want to sleep and snuggle to the
I
cushion.
don't care how many bars of ivory soap you put in that area. It's never going to be clean to me because I know what comes out of it. I'm sorry. Do the cats like you? No. Our cats don't like us. Which cat licks us? Stop. Yeah, like it's gross.
The
I'm
question
sorry.
should be, which cat do you like, John? Huh?
I don't like any of my cats.
Should we call it Teresa?
What, you want a salty, uncured steak?
Salty salkaboka? Salty uncured salkaboka?
I do not make out with my. Oh my god! See what you're doing, Cody? Look on Reddit tomorrow. No, I may have licked Georgie's head when he
Which
was
head?
when your mother when he was a kitten to like bond to film a to
What?
make a bond between me and him. I might have like Angela did in The Office. Except I never got a hairball.
I was waiting for you to be done.
Yeah, like I might have cleaned Georgie's head when he was a kitten when he was this big because I was trying to like be his be his mama and form a bond with him. Cool, take it to a dark place.
I did it.
Like the
I didn't
asshole
say
ring that's on my
nothing.
couch right now. What?
I'm not sitting here naked. You are.
Just think about it. Like, ask your friends, hey, are you nudist? And then never sit on the couch. Maybe that's why the plastic front. Remember like when people had plastic over their couches, like back 20, 30 years ago? With you sat on
Maybe
someone,
that's right. Yeah.
you sat on someone's couch and
Protected.
it was in plastic.
You didn't want them farting on your couch and like all up in your cushion.
Which is something I'll never understand, I
No
guess, unless
creeping.
maybe they were all nudists and they could just just Windex the shit right off. I don't fucking know. Anywho, back to it. So Camilla,
Easier to clean.
and this is too. I don't mind this recap running long because we are doing 2 episodes. So Camilla picks Richard, Wes, and Safari. And then Miss Veruca Salt has her little golden cock that she found in the refrigerator and will do anything to appease anybody. And she uses her golden cock to save Wes and puts Jesse in his steed, which, it's still 3 men. Jesse is the pet guy. And that's how the episode ends. So now Karnak. And I have a feeling I think I might just know who gets voted off. I don't know.
Do you want to put a bet on it?
My left tit, my right tit, and my uterus was also affected by this today. And I woke up and my uterus was clammy. And I need a piece of paper.
You just had a notebook.
It's full. So
if you want to bet money on whatever, let's say.
So the bets are between. So I'm gonna rip out a piece of paper from my notebook. And I have the 3 people that are on the list for going home. So it's Safari, Richard, and Jesse are on the list for nomination. And
so let's take bets. Who do you think is going home?
Let's take some bets.
And we'll do this just like Vegas. We'll do it like our way. We'll do it here. That's fine. You have the 3 people written down.
Because it's funny. It's weird. I may know some stuff about this show but no, and there's 60 people here. That's fine. I love it.
Mine is Charles Manson.
And I was right the first time around. I don't know. So, and then So this is 11:39 on 10/18. Oh, my sister's birthday is in a few days, 24. And then I'm gonna and then I'm going to write. And I have to really so the name's N, and then just so I can record it so nobody can say I record myself with this. Hold on, video. And just just had a feeling, but it was my uterus that gave me this feeling. Hi, this is John on my own phone, and I'm making a recording. And
But why do you have to record that when you're already being recorded on YouTube for all these
because
people that
you have to. So I have my list here, and the second person voted off of House of Villains. Right there. So yeah. Votes and who gets voted off? What are you guys' thoughts? I really just, people want to prove everything. Just get a screenshot. There we go. And that's it. So I can't wait to cover the show again with you next Friday. Now that we're caught up. Also, we still have to cover Sister Wives from Sunday. Cody and I have been working. If you didn't realize, if you didn't hear from the live that was missing, our TV fell. We were moving the entertainment center, and our big old 70-inch TV went plop and fell right off of it, and took my iPad with it. Took Cody's phone with it. Where's your phone, babe?
it's behind that thing. Right.
Took Cody's. This is now Cody's phone. That is barely working. Took my iPad. Took Cody's phone with it when it went down. It took the PS4 and the PS5 with it also. And thank God they both still work. I didn't think they would.
Knock on wood. We don't really know until you get into it and
but thank God they
but they turn on.
I was most worried about the PS5 because
they turn on and
I'm playing my game, but we haven't had TV in 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So everything we've been watching has been off my laptop. So we were waiting for payday from YouTube so I could fix everything that's been broken. So that's why we've been working around the clock to yeah, everything broke, man. The TV, it's
a big TV and everything was right there on the whole thing.
I don't even see that TV right there in the entertainment center. We moved it and it is right on the floor. Right on.
Instead of moving the TV
Right
first,
on the goddamn
we
floor.
picked up the whole entertainment center and was moving it, and it got wobbly, and we kept trying to keep up with the wobble because
And
it's a very tall.
It took
TV.
everything that was
And,
plugged into it with it.
yeah.
So the iPad, you know, and we leave like we have
Everything was unplugged.
we have a charging
but it
station
was
up there,
connected still
so
to the TV because
his phone, my iPad, just gone. So me and Cody have also been sharing a phone because this don't work.
I have no phone. I haven't texted anybody, so that's why I haven't called or responded. If you called me, I can't pick up the phone because I can't swipe it to open. I can't dial.
It is what it is.
You know? I can barely even text here and there. Like some goes.
No, you can't fix it, honey.
Just, like
Plant Library cannot be fixed.
No.
It is split.
If you saw like the TV, like it's cracked from
It is cracked from pillar to post.
To the end. It looks like hooker legs. Like it is.
And then like the PS5, like which you know everything that was connected to it like came down with it. The PS5 bounced like a goddamn basketball. And I'm like, not the like the only thing I was worried about was the PS5 because like I play that like almost every day because of Final Fantasy. And I'm in leagues and stuff like that, and I can't even play it because obviously we have no TV. So we've been working around the clock trying to get everything fixed. You know, because the 70-inch TV, the iPad, and the phone are not cheap things. Not cheap at all. Like thankfully the PS5 and the PS4 were unscathed.
For now. We don't know, like you never know if you knock something loose.
Win some, lose some, right? So that's why we have not been live. You know, we've just been working our hardest to try and get some money to like fix everything. Well, we need new everything. The iPad I don't care about. I can go without the iPad. Like that's not a big deal.
Well,
Cody obviously needs a phone. Cody obviously needs a phone, and we obviously need a TV. So that's why we've been, you know, not live as much. So you know, shit happens. You just gotta chalk it up to that. Thankfully, the PS5 didn't break because that would have been truly fucking heartbreaking. And that's it. So, where did I put that piece of paper? Wait, Cody, where did I put it?
It's in your book.
There it is. Okay. So we will see you for House of Villains next. We will see you House of Villains next Friday. Hopefully tomorrow. We can have plans with our friends tomorrow night.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in like over a year and a half.
If I can squeeze in a live tomorrow. When are we moving? I have no idea.
Who knows?
Thankfully, our house hasn't been sold yet, so like we live on a day-to-day basis, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And I will find a way to get the Sister Wise live in between now and Sunday before the new episode airs. I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow because it's probably not, but Sunday probably during the day. I don't know. We'll see. And you know, that's it. And let me before I end, I just want to thank Karen for becoming a member again.
Thank
Wendy
you.
for her undying love.
Thank
Karen
you,
for the
you.
$50.
Thank you,
Wendy
thank
for
you.
the $20.
Thank you, thank you.
MW for your undying support.
Love you,
Karen
thank you,
for
you.
another 20.
Love you guys.
And Wendy
Thank you.
for another 10.
love
Thank you
all
guys
of
so
you
much. We really, really appreciate
We
it.
really do. Thank you guys.
And the Cash Apps
Thank
also
you. Thank you. Mwah.
from Melby and Roro.
Love you, love
and,
you, love you.
Karen. So you all have a great night. It was
Love,
it
love,
was
love
nice laughing with
All of
you.
you.
And we'll see you.
Stay safe. We'll talk to you
either
soon.
tomorrow or the next day. Bye, everybody.
Love you.